Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, being joined with Henry Garcia, the father of Ryan Garcia. You guys are just a few days away from this fight, Judgment Day, with Gervonta.
I like the Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, the moment of truth.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, how's the energy? How's Ryan?
God, it's all positivity. It's just uplifting. You know, you can't describe this. You know, but to say. It's amazing. I mean, look where we are, you know, and we're only 11 days away, right? I mean, it's just very exciting, and we're ready.
A lot's been talked about the weights. Okay. I think kind of it's overkill, but like it's been like I feel like a focus point with fans. Ryan ate some tacos right now. He seems confident in making the weight.
Well, he weighed in yesterday. I'm not kidding you, at 139.4. And today he weighed in at 140. So that's not too far from 136, you know. So there shouldn't be a weight factor. Shouldn't be a issue there. I mean, Ryan can lose the pounds right away, but you got to balance everything out. And as far as the rehydration clause and all that, we don't have any problem with that because it's only 10 pounds. And, I mean, Ryan, I don't think he goes beyond that, you know. So it's, oh, well, I mean, but they do want advantages.
I know there's a concern amongst Ryan fans that's might weaken him, or what's his state right now, having to be this low so early, so close away from the fight.
Well, you know, that's a misconception because Ryan has been within that range all through most of his career, you know. So it's like it doesn't make any difference right now because he's again, like I said, he's been fighting 140 or less. So if you really think about it, here's the problem that people don't know. When Ryan did an interview with the Southern Network and Tank did the same interview, we looked at Tank, and I kid you not, Tank, I think, was bigger than Ryan doing that interview than Ryan was. So I think he's got to worry about this weight, not Ryan. I mean, I saw his stomach like this.
Yeah, I read a thing where you're saying like you're surprised that the more weight he's losing, the stronger he's looking.
Well, you know, I'm glad you said that because this is real. This is something that I never saw in Ryan. I mean, what person loses weight but gains strength? It's very rare. But in this case, it's Ryan. Ryan is displaying an extreme amount of power. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen, you know, April 22nd. You know, you're going to see this.
Well, I mentioned it to you off camera, but I know a lot of fans are asking about it.
Yeah.
Why not, you know, pay a little bit, come in 139, 140, you know, like take the hit, but so you know for sure, like, hey, if he struggles those last 2 pounds, that he comes in strong.
No, see, again, we're not here to lose money, okay, because, you know, fighting at 136 isn't going to damage anybody. I mean, again, I can't emphasize this enough. We've been fighting at 135 to 140 the most. I mean, what's 4 pounds, you know, less, you know, 6, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Ryan is in shape, you know. Again, he was at 138 point, you know, whatever, I think 2 days ago. Then he was yesterday 139. So he's fluctuating around that. So we got to keep him like that so that come the weigh-ins, he's gonna drop down to 136. And I think it's gonna be 136 exactly.
Gervonta mentioned that he had heard that Ryan got hurt to the body in sparring, that he had like a mole giving information. Are you guys aware of that?
Well, of course, there's so much out there, you know. But, you know, there's a lot of moles out there, you know. But I'm going to tell you this much, you know. If you think that, Tank, come get it. Because I'm telling you, we want you to come forward. Come get it.
You think he will come forward? He mentioned at the media workout that that's what he's going to do. He's going to come forward right away.
If he listens to his coach, you know, Calvin, that said that he wants him to beat up Ryan before he knocks him out. If he listens to him, that's exactly what he's going to do. But that's a huge mistake. Anybody that comes within Ryan's range gets clipped. He gets knocked out. So I wouldn't take that advice if I were you, because no one has beaten Ryan. I mean, unless you know something I don't know, but nobody in his amateur days or in his pro days, nobody has really beaten him up. You might say, well, he got knocked down. Yeah, he got knocked down. You know, I'll give you that. But look what happened when he got up, okay? So even then, he didn't get beat up, okay? He just got dropped. But that's a totally misconception.
So no more.
No more.
No. So it's just, are you guys feeding out info, bad info to him, or like what's going on there? Where would he get that from?
Well, you know, the thing is that there's people in this boxing world that would say anything to get some media attention or to say, I told you so, or this and that, or, you know, I'm going to bet you this now. I mean, there's so much, you know, out there, so you got to be careful. But you're hearing it from me, okay? Ryan is very strong, very fast, and he's totally focused. I mean, you see him right now. He's focused. Does he look like he's hurt?
No, well, I was going to ask you too. Like, he looks serious,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that was like because of the weight, but you're saying the weight's fine, so it's the other way you just said.
If Ryan was weighing 145 right now,
Yeah.
I would have a different view on it. But no, I'm sorry. We're right on track on this one.
By chance, did you see Gervonta's workout? You guys, you and Ryan and the team, did you guys watch it live or after? And what'd you make of the form he showed in that workout?
Well, I didn't see it live, you know. I didn't even know about it, you know, because we're concentrating on what we have to do, you know, how we're preparing. But I seen little clips of it. I mean, to me, he's a boxer that knows how to shadow box just like my son does, you know. I mean, it's just you come do that. Okay, that's fine, you know. But you know, bottom line is that the power, the speed, and the height and the defense is going to make the difference, you know. And we have that over him.
Yeah, he mentioned that he feels that Ryan isn't complete, that all he has is just a hook.
Well, let me tell you this, and I'm going to have to clarify that because a lot of people have that misconception, okay? Ryan, and I'm saying this all sincerity, okay? He was injured a while back with the right hand, and that's why he opted out against Jojo Diaz. Okay, we have to be safe in this business. You gotta really understand that. Hey, you don't want to re-injure yourself. You want to cure it. Well, I'm telling you right now. Okay, he is 100% cure on his right hand, and you got to be careful, Tank, because he's got power in both hands.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because he kept saying, like, Ryan doesn't have a right hand. He doesn't have a right hand. Like, all he has is that hook.
Well, I mean, come on. If you're a right-hander, if you're a natural right-hander, don't you think your right hand will be stronger than your left? Now that it's cured, and this one, he's always had this, that's terrible for Tank. Trust me on that, okay? And I've seen it. So, and keep this in mind. When he fought Miguel Carrizoso, remember? Mm-hmm. The first punch he threw was what? The right hand, right? Within 10 seconds, right? Okay, and then he came with the hook, okay?
I was going to say hook, but, you know, you get a little older, your memory gets a little...
Then afterwards, you know, something happened to his right hand, and we were like, okay, you know what? Let's keep on fighting and see what happens. And then when Jojo Diaz came around, I was shadow boxing with him. I mean, I was doing the mitts with him, and he goes, you know, Dad, I love doing the mitts, you know that? He goes, but I'm feeling the pinch. I said, well, you know what? We got to take care of that, Ryan. And I'm so glad we did, because right now, it's 100%. And I'm being very honest. It's 100%. Bad news for Tank.
Well, Ryan has questioned the toughness of Gervonta. Do you feel the same way? Like he's made little mentions, like he questions like if he really has it inside.
Well, I can agree with that because here's the thing. You know, Tank has always fought guys that are in lower weight classes. You know, we all know that. Even Hector Garcia, you know, which I don't even know why he picked him as a tune-up fight, because when he's a southpaw, you know, you're fighting a right-hander. But you know, I guess his team knows better. But no, I mean, you know, Tank is scared. You know, he's scared because he's going to finally meet a true 100% lightweight. And that's Ryan Garcia. So, of course, he's going to be thinking like that. He even said it on the interview that, you know what, this is going to be his toughest fight. And it is. You know, it is, you know. But I'm telling you, see, Ryan's fought lightweights. He fought guys that are big. He sparred guys that are big. But when you fight an actual lightweight, you better be prepared because those lightweights are tall and they're strong.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, how Ryan will take Gervonta, I think that's the question that everybody like is kind of wondering, like, hey, how is he going to take Gervonta's punch? But also on the flip side, how is Gervonta going to take Ryan's punch?
Let me tell you, everyone in boxing has a punch. We all know that, you know. Can they take a punch? That's the question you want to ask, because everybody has a punch. I mean, or else they wouldn't be in that pro circuit. So, you know, the power is going to be there on both hands. You know, the speed. You know, but it's when somebody gets hit by that type of power that Ryan displays. I mean, we already seen what Ryan can do when he gets hit and dropped, right? We're going to see what happens when Tank gets hit and dropped. That's the question.
Well, Ryan's been manifesting a knockout for, a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Why are you guys so confident that he gets a knockout? Like, what are you guys seeing there that we're not seeing?
Well, he has inner strength. Yeah. He has the inner strength in him. He's always has, you know. But this time he's totally focused, and he knows the importance of this fight, you know, going into it. And it's like, it's just made him that much hungrier. And I'm telling you, it's just something that you guys are going to be shocked come April 22nd.
That's what he's been saying. Shock the world.
That's right.
Henry, good seeing you. Here with Henry Garcia, the father of Ryan Garcia. They take on Gervonta Tank Davis coming up. Showtime pay-per-view.